This is Timmy. This is my father, and we had a problem with the dishwasher. The lifestyle you have when you use World Slab. Yeah, you have to do everything on your own.
You too can enjoy this lavish lifestyle by trading.
Yeah. See my son and my father. Okay, guys, I'm off for a minute, okay? I'll be back with my perfect lifestyle.
Okay.
Talk to you in a minute. Okay, bye. Bye.
Right. Yeah, we're back with Volker on the computer now. Did you get your dishwasher fixed?
No, I only got it out and need to replace it and clean the kitchen and all the things that you do if you don't have an office somewhere else. So you gotta have an office somewhere else, at least if you run a family too.
Oh yeah, if you're young and you're starting out your trading business, get an office out of the house. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You'll save your marriage.
Yeah.
So what do we got for build 12, guys?
Let's go for build 12. I'll get this started. Let's see. I need to share my screen. Share screen. Okay, so here we are. You should be able to see my Wealth Lab screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to go over these few additions for build 12, advanced trend lines. We'll start there. And even though my Wealth Lab says build 13, this is really that's just the build number. We're really on build 12 here with maybe
Same
one.
as last time.
Pardon me?
Same as last time.
Oh yeah. Well,
You always one build ahead.
it happens. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a building block strategy here, and we have the old trend line break and the new trend line break advanced rule here. Now, let's just drag it over here and talk about it. I'll drag the other one in there so you can see the difference. Basically, they're set up the same way. You can select the number of trend line points of peaks or troughs that you want to be in a line to form the trend line, right? You have a reversal percentage that determines when a peak or a trough occurs, a maximum deviation when you draw the line through the points. Is it really a good line? Okay, and this one's a little bit different on the advanced. And let me stop there just for a minute. The old trend line break rule only uses the last number of consecutive peaks or troughs. So for example, here, if I selected 3, it would only use the last 3 peaks that had formed as of the current bar to create the trend line. And the thing is to see a long-term trend, which we noticed when we were creating another video for AMC. We wanted to create a rule that gave you the envelope of all the trend lines to give you a longer term trend. So really the reversal percentage won't make a big difference here because this rule is going to find a lot of trend lines. It's going to try to find them all and give you the one that's most current, I guess. Okay, so, and the only other thing that's different, chart.
Well, the idea is it's like the most accurate, the one that you would see if you're looking at the chart.
Right. So it's a more visual, it gives you a better visual of the trend instead of just the last few peaks. Calendar days look back is it's kind of an optimization to make things run a little bit faster. I mean, generally, for example, the default is 1,500 days. That's what, 6 years. So, peaks that occurred 6 years ago, you probably don't really care about. Let me just set this up for AMC. It's already there weekly, so we can see the whole thing. Let's go ahead and run this. Let's go back here for a second. Design surface. Okay, I got 4 points. We go see the chart. Okay. And just for a better visual, let me drag in a zigzag so you can see the peaks. Let's do it when they're confirmed. The reversal amount, I selected 10, I think. And let's put the thickness down to 1. Okay. Let's see. Let's maybe turn off the candlesticks to make it a little bit more obvious. There you go. So you can see there's a lot of peaks and troughs. The old trend line break would have tried to use just the last few here, whereas you can see this one. If we're looking at this long trend, it shows it actually found 4 peaks. This 1, 2. It actually could have found even more peaks there, but at least 4, right? And that gives you a really good visual.
So let me just see if I understand you.
Yeah.
In the rule, you selected 4 peaks, so that's why it's using only 4, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And what it's doing is it's trying out every combination of all the peaks in the last 1,500 bars, and it's finding the trend line that has the lowest deviation using combinations of all of these peaks.
That's a good point. So there could actually be more. In fact, what we're looking at here, there's actually several peaks in this line. It could be using. We don't know exactly which 4 peaks it's using, but it's like you say. It gives you the 4 peaks that have that forms a line with the least deviation. Okay. The only caveat to that is that if you actually pick 2 points, let's bump that down to 2, and then run it. Okay. Okay, we actually don't have a break there, but for a 2-peak trend line, it's actually going to give you the trend line that has the most slope, or in the case for peaks, it'll give you the most negative slope or the least slope, and just the opposite for troughs. So because there's no deviation for 2 points, because it draws it exactly through 2 points. Another thing, let's go over the log, because peaks, these things look differently on a log chart. So let's go ahead and run this with, let's get off of 2 peaks though. Let's go back to maybe 3. 3 peaks. And let's get rid of this rule really quickly just to not confuse things. And since we've got log, we have to select log. Okay. So you can see we've created, there's several peaks there. We've got 3 peaks on a log chart too. So it's a straight line on a log chart. Okay. And what else do we?
This is pretty powerful, I think, being able to discover these very accurate trend lines and seeing when the price breaks above them. Can we do a scan of stocks that are breaking above this long-term trend line?
Yeah, let's go. In fact, let's bump that up to 20 really quick, 20%, so we can get some really good peaks. We can go back to linear. Falling peaks, okay. And then we'll...
And you want to leave it at 3 points or make it 4?
Oh, well, we could do 4. Okay. And I'm not sure how many results we're going to get from that. And okay. What do you want to scan? The S&P 500?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I'm going to turn off. Should we turn off the sell-it market? It doesn't matter. We'll just leave that on too. Well, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's run that. Zipping through this S&P 500. Of course, this is the wealth data S&P 500. So there's actually looks for the delisted symbol.
So no, we don't have any signals. So there are no
signals. Yeah.
Signals. So let's go to do we have any recent positions?
Well, the problem is we only have one. Well, we can just go through the ones that we don't have anything.
So the most recent one was
we were selling
NCLH. That's Norwegian Cruise Lines.
Pop there. There we go. Yeah, we have to set to sell at the next bar, so it's just
yeah. But we could just see the most recent break of a trend line was here in Norwegian Cruise Lines. So be interesting to keep an eye on that one.
Yep, and these are retesting the basically where the line is. So this actually could be a nice, actually that could be a really nice trade right there with a tight stop.
Okay, great. And you can also use this in coded strategies because the method is coming from a utility class called peak trough calculator.
Right. And I don't think we've got that in the quick ref yet. Unfortunately, that's my fault. I'll get to that. Build 13.
If you want to see the code though, you can open up that
Oh, sure.
as a C# coded strategy and we could at least see what it's doing here.
So this is where, so it's coming in here for the index. So as of this index, it's looking for 4 peaks. And then these methods are used ascending peaks, and this is probably log. Yeah.
So what we can do is run this scan. I mean, I can even run it daily and post any signals that we might get from breaking these trend lines, maybe to our Discord channel, our trading war room on Discord.
Yep, I can set that up. Oh yeah, this is the. Okay, so yeah, this is something I've always wanted to do, and we finally got around to doing it. So.
Or what do you think, Volker? Can we post these signals to the Wealth Lab website?
I'm here. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Robert, can you go back to, do you still have the same run? Can you go back to positions, or is it, yeah, you can go back to positions. I was wondering why I see 2 positions on CTXS and a couple others.
Those are just 2 different trades. So if we go, yeah, so you can see, and this is always, of course, the thing about trend lines. We got it. We found a 4. Is this 4 points? This actually could have been. This was set on 4 points, right? So this could have been a peak. That was a peak. This could have been. This could have been contributed to it. Oh, and by the way, I've got somebody at the door, so we're going to pause just for a second here. I can find the pause button. Are we ready to move on?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see that. Let's go ahead and just get rid of this. I think that was everything we needed to talk about there. The next thing up is Fibonacci extensions. I could probably do that one while I'm sharing too. So let's just pull up a chart. And the Fibonacci extension tool is this one. So we'll click on that and click in the chart. And here we have the tool. So once you have the tool here, you can put the, let's make sure I got that. There we go. Put the start and end points on a wave, and then where you want to extend it to. Okay, so basically this first line, this gives you the length of the wave that you're basing your extensions on, and then
maybe we should put that first line like back at that low, like in early November 2000.
Okay.
Just to get like a better representation of what this tool is all about. And then the second, maybe let's scroll to the right. And yeah. So we're already, we could use that one as a 0.2, and then 0.3 might be that little dip there in March 2021, just as an example.
Okay. So what we're doing is we're measuring the height of this wave, and we're projecting it from another point. And so you can see, so the height of this wave would be 100% from here to here. And then we're going to project the Fibonacci percentages from this point. So you would expect, if this were a pullback, you would expect possibly, depending on what shape you're looking for, a triangle or something, you might expect another 100% gain. Actually, it's probably, well, I drew this backwards, but yeah, essentially you would be, so from this point, 62% of this wave is that way, and 62% down would be this way. And then the extensions are, let's see if can we get, yeah. You can see that this would be 100%. And so on. Okay. So those are the Fibonacci extensions. And that's how you use the tool. What's next? SendMail. Can you take this one, Dion? Do we have
SendMail is something Eugene added. It's a new wealth script or a method for your coded strategies. So if you go to the quick ref, we can see it documented there. Just go to the properties methods and type in send and then hit enter. So here it's documented and there's an example code. Of course, it won't work. You'll need to plug in your own email parameters, but it's just showing you that it's now possible to have your Wealth Lab 7 strategy send an email. The other things I think are just some miscellaneous improvements and fixes. We don't need to really go over them in detail. So those are the major items for build 12. And thanks everyone for checking this out. We look forward to many more builds in the future. And Volker, I hope you get your kitchen dried and cleaned up there. We better cut this one short so he can go attend to that.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks a lot. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks.
Click like and share.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Talk to you then, guys. Bye.